welcome to Jammulink's In Conversation with series. Our guest of today is a renowned army officer who is one of the finest mountaineer our country has. His journey as a mountaineer has been a tremendous success, with more than 25 mountaineering expeditions to his credit, including the highest peaks of the continents of the world. He is the only person from the state who has climbed Everest not once, not twice, but 3 times in a row. He is a fine example of dedication of Indian soldiers to do their best and exceed standards to take care of their fellow Indians. It couldn't be more proud moment for us to have him once again on the show. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce Lieutenant Colonel Ranveer Jamwal from Jat Regiment to the show. Let me start by asking, climbing the Everest, was it difficult the first time or the third time?
It was more difficult this year. I think if I have to speak the factual sense about it. This year was most erratic. The winds were terrible, and probably for the first time in the last 4 years I've been to Everest, I thought that probably I may not go alive. So you can very well imagine the condition this year would have.
You're also a trained rescue specialist from Switzerland and have been involved with more than 7 rescue operations, including the latest Everest one. So what are your recollections of the same?
If I would recollect the last year's tragedy which had happened and which had struck the base camp, the condition was really terrible, and as I told you in my last interview that more than 21 people had died, and because it was more tragic for the Sherpas because they had already lost 18 lives in 2014, and for them it was a no-go for the second year in a row, and it was a very difficult situation. And luckily my team stood up with me, and when we decided to stay put there, they were with me, and then we helped people there, and whatever we could do from our angle, medical wise, ration, tent wise, we all did that. But best thing was this year when we went there, we got huge respect from all the international climbing fraternities, and they were really thankful to us, thankful to Indian Army, and thankful to India for being there and helping people there, and we were probably the last ones to come down, and this is what they really appreciated our efforts.
Your draw towards mountaineering happened after you joined army. So, what comes first to you? Your interminable passion towards mountaineering or army? Is Ranveer Jamwal a soldier first or a mountaineer?
Ranveer Jamwal will always be a soldier first. As I told you earlier, I'm made by army. This is all, I'm here because of army. Army made me a mountaineer. They made me do the basic course, advanced course, and then made me instructor there. Army sent me to Switzerland for rescue course there. Whatever I am today, it's all because of army, and I can't think my life without being in army. So I'm a soldier first, and then I'm a passionate mountaineer.
The issue of radicalism and terrorism gluttony is obviously a big challenge army face other than the security concerns, especially in our state with the recent Kashmir unrest. So what is your take on the same?
This is more of a political question, and our political hierarchy is capable of doing this, and probably they are the ones to decide. Me and you probably sitting here probably won't decide what to be done in that. So I would leave it to them to decide what is best for the nation and what is best for the state.
You have many honors and awards to your credit, including the Tenzing Norway National Adventure Award, which is equivalent to Arjuna Award in mountaineering, and you are really becoming a role model for many, not only in the state but in the country. Do the chronicles of success come with some responsibility too?
Yes, definitely. It really comes with lots and lots of responsibilities. Probably if I compare myself now with whatever I was last 6-7 years back, probably I am more responsible now. Now I make a point to visit schools, visit kids. I tell them to do well in their field, and whenever somebody comes to me, I always tell him it's not about mountaineering, it's not about my Everest. You have to decide your Everest. You have to decide your passion. It can be become an IAS officer, it can be to become an IPS officer, it can be to become another sportsman in another field. You have to decide your pedestal, and then you have to work hard, you have to be dedicated, you have to be devoted to that cause, and probably nobody can stop you to reach your Everest. So this is what I do, and I tell boys wherever I go, and probably I feel more responsible, and for my actions whatever I do, I feel more responsible, and it has really changed me actually.
You take a lot of workshops and seminars, like you're just saying. So are the kids very excited to see someone of international acclamation coming to them and inspiring?
Probably not that much, if I would put it this way. Maybe in Delhi, Gurgaon, they would have this passion thing. Less here, I would say. Yes, this knowledge and this, you can say, horizon is widening now, and kids are becoming more and more aware of it. But then sometimes you have to tell boys, you have to tell kids, what Everest is and what have you done to stand here today. And that is how you start initially. But then things are coming, the awareness is rising now, and probably people are becoming more and more aware of it. Like if I take an example in my village also, probably 90% of the kids they were not even aware what Everest is. So you have to literally tell them what is Mount Everest and what you can do, how you have reached it, and how you can also reach your Everest. So it takes a time, but then probably this is what we are here for.
It's obvious that it takes a lot of mental strength other than the physical strength in doing what you're doing. So are you having any special formal training in the say, or it comes naturally?
I think something I would put it, say 20% natural, but then 80% you have to be physically fit. You have to be mentally robust for this thing. You have to prepare yourself psychologically that you're going for such expeditions. Then 80% is something like you can't miss your training in the morning. You have to go up, you have to get up, and you have to go out, do your whatever 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, and you have to do your strengthening exercises. This is something which has to be your regular routine if you want to do well here. You have to study hard in the sense that you have to read mountaineering books, you have to read about the latest trends in that. So it comes with responsibilities, and it comes with you have to be more aware of the things what is happening around us.
Are you consulting any specialist for the mental strength part?
No, I'm not. Actually, whatever little I have learned from Army, probably that's good enough. But yes, we do discuss whatever mountaineering friends we have across the world. We do discuss these things, and that is probably good enough.
Climbing, mountaineering often seems like a solitary pursuit, but you've done climbing in teams also. So tell us the team aspect about it.
I think I have done maximum mountaineering in a team efforts, and that concept I really love it because you can discuss these things. You have your you have your boys, and we all are different. So it is really nice to see the team concept. You take the team along, and I'm mostly I've been given the honor by the Army to lead maximum expeditions, and I've been fortunate to lead those people, and really good bunch of people, and you learn from them also. It is not that they learn from me, I also learn it from them. Some people are physically very good, like you see the Ladakhi boys, they're very, very good, and some people are they are very good mentally, and they're very good in the other activities. Like I do have a guy who's from Chennai, I have a guy who's from Kerala. They're very good mentally also, and they're very good in the all technical works of the mountaineering. So you learn from these guys when you go onto mountain, and not only the physical aspect of climbing only, but the pre-expedition and the post-expedition part. When you come down, what all things you have to do, meeting tourism department, other things. So you basically every guy whom I go with, I learn things from them also.
Did you come across women also?
Yes, we do come across a lot of women, and they're very, very strong. I was lucky to be the deputy leader of the Indian Army Women Everest team in 2012, and we had 7 girls with us, and they were all fantastic bunch of girls, and very strong. And I still believe, and I all tell the girls also, whenever I meet the girls team or I go in schools, I always tell them, probably you guys or you girls are mentally much stronger than boys, so keep it up, keep your focus, and probably nobody can stop you.
If we were to try to find out the next great Indian mountaineer, so what attributes you suggest we should look for?
I think the first attribute for that would be the consistency. The mountaineer is, it's not that he only does one mountain in a year and then for next 2 years he doesn't do anything. Consistency is one best part. Second thing would be very good technical peaks you should have done. Third thing should be that he should be a sort of role model. Somebody should look up to him as a guy whom they want to emulate, that they want to become like him. Probably these are a few things which one of the great mountaineers should have.
Who is the role model for you?
I think for me, I take, I don't have a single role model if I would put it this way, but yes, I do meet legendary mountaineers. Like we have Indian mountaineers called Kalyan Kumar, we have Major HPS Ahluwalia, Kamal Kohli. We have a lot of mountaineers, and we do meet, whenever I go for international mountaineering expeditions, we do meet legendary mountaineers. Like I met Edmund Hillary in 2013. We met Takumi Sata in 2013. We met the Sherchandai. He was supposed to be the oldest who had climbed in 80 years old. And we met him. We meet a lot of people. We met a guy last year who was amputed. I met Arunima Sena when she did in 2013. And these are all for me. These are my motivations, and I take motivation from them. I take motivation from Arunima Sena, how being a amputee, she climbed Everest. I take motivation from Kalyan Kumar, that when Everest was not climbed and he started climbing in India, for that time he was one of the most experienced climbers in India, who had led around 7,000 meter peaks and around 6 to 7 expeditions. For me, these are my motivations. I do take motivation from my own JCOs and MCOs who are there with me. They are very strong guys, and they face problems from their household also, but then they don't discuss it with us. For them, when they come for Everest or when they come for any other expedition, for them that is a focus. For me, that is my motivation. So I do take motivation from them. For me, it's not a single this thing, but yes, a bunch of guys who are great mountaineers, for me they are my motivation.
So any last message from this glorified soldier and inspiring mountaineer?
My message to all the kids would be that work hard, decide your Everest. It's not about only mountaineering. Decide your Everest in whatever field you want to do well, and work hard, be devoted, be dedicated, and when you reach that level, help others also to reach that level, so that they emulate you also in your success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ranveer sir. It is always a pleasure to catch up with you every time we meet. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This conversation cannot wrap up the extols of Jamwal's climbing intelligence and genius that dwells on his persona forever. We wish him luck for all his future endeavors, and we pray more accomplishments for this son of soil from Samba. Being in army, serving the country is where his heart beats, and being in mountains is where his soul abides. We wish him all the very best for all his future endeavors. Keep watching Jammu Links in Conversation with series, where we keep bringing you personalities of interest across the state. Take care and God bless.